What is up, everybody? Welcome in to the Fantasy Tap. My name is Michael, and this is John. John, what's up?
What is up? How are we doing today? We excited?
Got very excited.
Yes. Mock draft episode.
Yes, we do.
Close.
It is.
Hey,
a couple weeks away. Huh?
We have a football game today. There's a football game on Thursday night.
Is there?
Week 1 preseason? Yeah.
Are you sure?
I bet. I don't want to say I'd bet money. I'm gonna confirm now.
All right. Well, you confirm, and I will introduce ourselves. If you've never listened in the Fantasy Tap, we are a fantasy football podcast. We like to have a good time, talk fantasy football, and just get involved with the community. So make sure, and by doing so, make sure if you want to get involved as well, make sure you subscribe, hit the little subscribe button, hit the little bell, the little dingy thingy, and then hit the like button too to this video. It would be much appreciated. And if you're listening to us on, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, podcast platform, if you could rate and review us, that would be amazing. We love you forever.
Much appreciated.
Yes.
And yes, there actually is 2 games tonight. The Washington football team are going to be going up against the New England Patriots, and then the 1-0 Steelers will be playing against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Woo!
That preseason ready. All teams will be playing. We got football every day this week.
I'm excited.
Thursday to Sunday.
The Dolphins play on Saturday, baby.
It means 3 weekends from now, we'll be looking at week 1, baby.
It's two a time.
It's 2 a time.
Yep. So also, if you are new or maybe you've listened before but have not decided if you want to join or not, you should. We are doing a listener league.
Dun, 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 dun.
Last year, we gave away an autographed Tyreek Hill helmet, full size. This year, we're giving away a full-sized Kyler Murray helmet. Can fit on my noggin. I have a hat on, so can't right now. But full-size Kyler Murray Cardinals helmet, sexy. Okay.
Beautiful.
All
shiny,
you have.
Shimmery.
It is shiny. Look at that. Bling, bling, bling. All you have to do to get into the listener league is subscribe to our podcast and DM us on Instagram or Twitter and just say subscribed. If you do that, your name will be added to the raffle. All right. Plus, you will get a second raffle entry if you join our Discord. That link is going to be in the description below. Now, the raffle is for the listener league. The winner of the listener league takes this beautiful baby home. They also get an automatic entry into our next year's listener league. So last year's listener league gets an automatic entry to this one. This year's listener league winner gets automatic entry to the next. Yeah. So, and he's also been on our show.
Champion. Yeah, and there does give you that opportunity for you guys to possibly have a chance to get on an episode next off season. Find a time for us. Find a topic that you'd be interested in getting some airtime on. But another great prize coming from this listener league. It's going to be a great time. I know a lot of people that have already gotten a spot in the raffle are really gunning, trying to keep asking me, how can they get another shot? And so I told them that Discord's the only other way.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys get both tickets in because it is going to be you're going to want a spot.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 12-man league, 11 spots, obviously, because the last listener league winner's in. We are not claiming a spot. But I can tell you there are at least double, maybe even triple the amount of spots. So subscribe and get in that Discord so you have double the chance.
Absolutely. Mike, let's jump into the news, though. Some big news that we've been talking about building up. Saquon Barkley finally activated from that PUP list.
Yes.
That does not mean that he's playing week 1 still.
Correct. That is correct. Does this make you feel any better about him?
Yes. It makes me feel a little bit better.
Really?
Instead of drafting him at that 10 spot where I would have let him fall to, maybe that 2-1 spot, I might grab him at the 7th pick now.
You might
I
grab.
might,
Oh wow.
I might grab him above Jonathan Taylor in a full PPR league. Half point, I'm still letting him fall a little bit further.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm still a little skeptical. I really, really want to get him a little later, but we'll have to see where he goes in tonight's mock draft because that'll be interesting.
Hoping he falls to me.
Maybe. Denzel Mims, he lost 20 pounds this offseason, not on his own accord, but he had food poisoning from bad salmon in the offseason. He's working on putting that, regaining that weight. But these reports come after some other reports saying that he might be on the roster bubble. This is only his second year. They drafted last year. It was the Jets of last year,
He was banged up a good part of the season. He only played a handful of games, and even at that, only saw a small percentage of the snap share. But he did have a couple flashes. I was actually kind of hot coming into him last year, or coming into last season. No.
You liked him. You mentioned him multiple times.
Oh, yeah, before the offseason and the Jets spending half their available cap on receivers.
Yes.
But no, I thought he was going to be interesting. And hey, maybe he's coming out with this report like, hey, I lost 20 pounds, guys. Don't put me on the roster bubble. I can put it back up. I can eat some food, eat everything but salmon. Making a case.
Maybe. Could be.
Probably not.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. This caught my eye because Philip Lindsay is one of my late round targets. Philip Lindsay and Mark Ingram are listed as co-starters above David Johnson on the Texans' unofficial depth chart. Yeah. That'll be a guy I'm targeting today. I'm telling you right now. Okay. He goes so late. Might as well. I mean, and we've talked about him before, especially Lindsay.
Yeah.
He's going to have some role there.
He's a talented running back. He's produced in the past as an undrafted free agent. It's just the fact that there's no dead money moving him around as an undrafted free agent, so he doesn't have a reason to stick around on a team that wants to move forward. He's
True.
solid in fantasy. Though Justin Jefferson would likely play this weekend if it were a regular season game, coming off of that shoulder injury that he suffered on Tuesday. Does that make you feel comfortable still drafting him? I know a lot of people were avoiding him up until about the end of the second round for about a day or two after that shoulder separation possibility came up.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't separate the shoulder.
No,
he didn't separate the shoulder.
It was before they tested it, or before they finalized.
Yes, I mean, yes. If I was drafting at that point and there's a potential shoulder separation, then I would probably reevaluate. But being the fact that he'd play this week, it's not a shoulder separation. I'm comfortable with Justin Jefferson. It's preseason. They're going to be careful, get him healthy before the season. So I'm all in on Jefferson.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm still pretty hot on him. I like him a lot. The Athletics' Paul Denner Jr. is writing that Bengals' number 5 overall pick, Jamar Chase, has not shown much separation as you'd hope in training camp so far. And that is a beat writer coming from Cincinnati. Mike, what about Chase? Is it still T. Higgins season?
Guys. I forget which. Oh, it was one of my breakdowns. It was round 4. I think I did round 4. Round 4 breakdown. I'm staying away from Jamar Chase. Okay. I'll take T. Higgins over Jamar Chase for sure. Love T. Higgins. But listen, Jamar Chase has been out of organized football for over a year. Okay. Not saying he's a bad receiver, because I think eventually down the road he's going to be great. I think he's going to be a top 10, top 12 receiver down the road. Not this year. He's gone way too high. He was off my board as soon as he started going above T. Higgins. There's just no way. In the 4th round, that's crazy. Even in the 5th, I'd take him in like the 7th or so, where most of the other rookie, other than Devontae Smith, other rookie wide receivers are going. I'd take a shot on him there, but everybody's looking for the next Justin Jefferson, and don't reach for that, because you're going to be disappointed.
No, he's sitting comfortably in that 10th, 11th round right now. That next
Who?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, Monroe St. Brown.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So
Moving on, though, we do know that Carson Wentz as well as Quentin Nelson are actually both ahead of track in the recovery and could be trending towards being available for Week 1. And that's coming from Adam Schefter. Is that changing your take on drafting any of the Colts? Jonathan
Michael
Taylor.
Pittman.
I know you kind of fell on Jonathan Taylor with the news of Quentin Nelson and both Carson Wentz out. Is that coming back? Is he jumping back up your board?
Not jumping up my board. If I can get him as maybe if I'm drafting last or close to the turn on in my draft, if I can get Jonathan Taylor, at the end of the round at 10th to 12th or whatever, and then grab Austin Eckler or somebody else, another running back there at the turn, I'd love that situation. But I mean, I still think that I feel they're going to miss at least one game. It's just, I mean, I'm not a doctor, obviously. I'm not Adam Schefter. I don't have any inside team, but 5 to 12 weeks isn't great. And I don't know. I just don't think there's any reason to rush him back. So as for everybody else on the team, Michael Pittman dropped quite a bit. I think he could, be a good later round. I think he's going like the 9th or 10th right now. I think he could be a great late round flyer. Same with TY. He's later as well. So either way, I think that Carson Wentz is going to play the majority of the season and they could, benefit. You could benefit from their ADP right now.
Okay. Over in Baltimore, Rashad Bateman left practice on Tuesday and will miss a few weeks after suffering a groin injury. I'm so stunned I can't even talk.
Yeah, it stinks because
grabbing him expecting a lot.
Well, it stinks because he was having, a standout, training camp. I mean, that's all you heard out of Baltimore was Rashad Bateman this, Rashad Bateman that. There was no other receiver there, so that stinks. I'm not really going to be drafting him either way, but stinks for him, I guess.
Yeah, I've been avoiding him just because I don't really trust any of the receiving options in Baltimore, just due on lack of total volume.
The hype got up. The hype got up there too.
Yeah,
got him up there.
Out of Dallas, though, Amari Cooper activated from the PUP list, but probably won't play much at all. I'm assuming that's in the preseason.
In the preseason, yes.
In the preseason. Okay.
Yes.
Darren Waller has missed 8 straight days of camp. Gruden will not say whether or not it is due to an injury-related absence or maybe a personal issue, but he has been spotted on the sideline working with the trainer. So, Mike, where is this leading you to believe that the issue's lying?
If I'm drafting today,
Which you are.
Well, it's a mock draft. It's a little different. If I'm drafting for an actual league, a big real money league, I'm not taking Darren Waller.
Okay.
So, but if I'm mock drafting, yeah, I'm taking him. Which I'm gonna spoil it. He might be one of my targets. John, don't take him.
Marquez Callaway has been operating as the Saints wide receiver 1 in practice with Traquan Smith sidelined. Ty Montgomery actually carted off the field on Tuesday. Michael Thomas obviously not at practice. It's looking like a whole different Saints team. Both these guys were sitting on everyone's waiver wires and undrafted last season. Marquez Callaway and Deontay Harris possibly lining up as wide receiver 1 in this
could be
game. Oof.
Could be. I mean, definitely in the preseason game. But I mean, it's rough out there. It's rough out there.
It is.
I'm fading. I mean, I'm kind of fading. I'm kind of fading the Saints wide receivers unless I can get them in a good value.
Yeah, I believe both their values are off the chart.
I mean, they're like undrafted, but like,
yeah.
I'm talking about Michael Thomas. Thomas and Kamara are the only guys that I'd be really interested in. Oh, and Adam Troutman. Adam Troutman, I will say.
Adam Troutman and Kamara.
Go-to guy. I think he's going to have a great season. Marquez Callaway and Deontay Harris, I think you're going to be fillers, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out closer to the season.
Gotcha. And it is kind of scary out there in the New Orleans streets. Apparently, Michael Thomas isn't liking him anymore.
Nope.
Actually requesting a trade from the Saints.
No bueno.
There, doesn't do much for him there. Now, is he gonna? If he were to even be traded, which it'd be a lot this late into the preseason. Obviously, his contract carries a lot of weight. What do you think? Does he move? Does he stay?
He stays. He 30. I think it's like 32 million or 36 million dollars in dead cap. They're not trading him unless they get an absolute ridiculous haul. But that's the only way.
I'm going to have to agree with you. And then finally, coming out of New England, Hunter Henry is to miss a couple weeks with a shoulder injury, that new tight end, joining Jonnu Smith in New England this year.
Yeah. I mean, it could be Jonnu could. Hunter Henry, I mean, injury prone a little bit. So Jonnu Smith could carve out a nice role. He's, I think, going in like the 13th or 14th round is his ADP or something like that, 15th even, maybe even later. Somebody you can keep an eye on. At least I would monitor this situation. If Hunter Henry's injury rolls over closer as we get closer to the season, I think Jonnu Smith might be a guy you can take a late shot on, especially if you grab one of those higher end tight ends, or even if you grab like a TJ or a mid tight end, you could grab him as a flyer as well.
Yeah, I mean, you could honestly grab someone that's going pretty late, like Tyler Higbee as well, and Jonnu Smith, and both of them could have big roles, and you're taking the shot on both and grabbing them without having to go head to head with people on the waivers for them.
Yeah.
If you build a team and you've got the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's going to round out our news for the day. We are going to be changing up our question of the day this week a little bit. More of a question for you guys. We want to hear from you, get you guys a little bit more involved. What we're going to do today is we're actually going to ask you a question that I think I brought up in one of my previous videos, but Mike, you can answer this too if you'd like.
No, I can't.
Christian McCaffrey. Oh, do you know the answer already?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay. Other than Christian McCaffrey, which other running back did not have a single week last season where they finished as the running back 24 or worse in a half-point PPR?
Good question. Let us know in the comments below, please.
Absolutely. And I'm going to throw this out there. If you are the first person to comment the correct answer, we'll give you another raffle spot. For the fantasy tab.
Wow, there we go.
Now, give you guys a little bit of reason. Now, again, this is a half-point PPR perspective, so that is where the stat is going to be coming from. So let us know who it is.
All right, guys. Now let's jump into our live mock draft. We have got almost a full house. I think we've got 10 out of the 12 positions. So it should be a good one. It should be competitive. And here we go. Let's get to it. Boom.
First pick off the board. Thinking it's going to be it's got to be Tyreek.
It's got to be CMC. Of course it is. Now, I am just so you guys know, I'm picking at the 2 spot. I'm taking Dalvin Cook here. John, where are you picking?
I'm going to be picking up out of the 11 spot. Figured I'd go from the other end of the board from you. Liking that Dalvin Cook pick. Pretty solid about it. Not opting to go with Kamara or Henry this year. Are you?
No, I'm not. I am full on the Dalvin Cook train. I'm a little skeptical about that New Orleans offense, with everything going on there. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, Kamara is going to, produce. He's going to be a top 5 back again. So I think it's a safe pick. But wow, Derrick Henry.
We've got some excitement going on here. Ezekiel Elliott going after Kamara, and Chubb going at number 5.
Yeah.
Just before Derrick Henry at the 6. Interesting. Remember, guys, ADPs are ADPs. It's averages. Your drafts will not follow ADPs, so make sure you guys are on your toes. Aaron Jones at the 1-6.
Woo, it's getting
Oh boy,
spicy in here. Getting
making this a lot.
spicy. I like it. I like it. I think it's, that's the one thing, I like about mock drafts is because, yes, you can mock draft against the computer. And yes, we have two computers in here, which is probably why Derrick Henry went in front of Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb went in front of Derrick Henry.
Or, I mean, vice versa, whatever. You know what I mean? You guys see it. Nick Chubb went in front of Derrick Henry. But these are not, ADPs are not set in stone. That's why if you watched my best draft strategy video, I talk in part of it, I talk about it. Go get your guy. Don't be afraid to pay up a little bit and go get your guy a little bit early. No, there is no shame in that. Everybody talks about reaching and things like that, and that's BS. So you're on the clock. Austin Eckler is gone, who is probably who you would have gone with, I would have guessed. Yeah, I mean, is it too predictable? I know.
It is.
We draft too much, but Kelsey fell. Dang, son.
Yes.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna go Kelsey, Patrick Mahomes?
I'm not.
Okay. All right. I thought you might.
I'm going with the strategy. I'm committing to the 0 RB. It's coming.
Yeah. You're going 0 RB. That is your strategy,
it's
huh?
coming. I didn't decide it until just now on that pick.
Wow. Well,
it's probably going to be risky if you look, because we had 10 running backs go in the first round.
Yes.
So we're going to have to maybe not go full 4 rounds on a 0 RB, but I'd rather have Antonio or Devontae Adams over Antonio Gibson, Najee, and some other players.
Rob Street is on fire. Just sniped me. I was hoping I could stack Dalvin Cook and CEH, but it's not looking like it. If he would have fallen, I would have gone a second running back. Oh well. That is how it played out. Let me recap the first round real quick while everybody is picking. We got CMC at the 1-1, Dalvin Cook at the 2, Kamara, followed by Elliott, Nick Chubb at the 5, surprise there, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley at the 9, Austin Eckler at the 10, Travis Kelce to John at the 11, Tyreek Hill at the 12. So pretty interesting. Devontae Adams didn't make it in the top in the first round. Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon. I guess Devontae Adams really
heavy in his first round.
Yeah, Devontae Adams really the only surpriser, I guess, that didn't make it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah. On the second round so far, we've had Mixon, Devontae Adams, Gibson, Najee Harris, Clyde Edwards going at the 2-5. Then Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins, DK going before Calvin Ridley. This we do have 2 computers in this, and one of them is a risk taker. He knows something we don't because he's taken Nick Chubb and DK. When some consensus safer players might be on the board. Mike, you liking his computer?
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. He's putting it on the line.
It's mixing it up. It's giving you some different outcomes here.
For sure.
The other one's being safe. He's got Tyreek Hill and Mixon. Now you just took Darren Waller.
I took
that tight
Darren
end.
Waller, baby. I did.
I know you're heavy on grabbing a tight end early this year.
I am big time. Now I'm looking at going back to the running back position, and J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift are there. David Montgomery, Chris Carson are there. Honestly, with Dalvin Cook, I have my safe floor. He's going to be consistent. He's going to be consistent as all get out. I'm going to grab somebody I'm high on. Somebody I wasn't as high on last year is Chris Carson. I love him in the offense, in the Seattle offense. I think he's going to have a good season. Very minimum RB2 with the ceiling of a RB1 paired with Dalvin Cook. I feel very comfortable with that.
So you're taking Carson over Dobbins, Swift, and David Montgomery right now?
I am.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Supposedly, okay, right, so far, DeAndre Swift has been banged up. He's missed a lot of camp, okay? Also, Lamar Jackson's going to get the majority of the rushing touchdowns there in um in wherever he's at, Baltimore.
JK was still able to grab 9 on only 134 carries last year.
He was, but I think that there's still Gus Edwards. There's a lot of people fighting for and they are the the they run the most pretty much in the NFL. So I kind of like Carson. I like his upside and I like his floor too, which that's kind of why I took that pick.
Okay. Hey, I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just digging a little deeper.
Yeah, digging a little deeper.
The 0 RB strategy is not going to come through.
It's not?
I'm going to tell you right now.
If Montgomery falls to you?
If Montgomery falls to me, I'm going Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, back to back probably.
Let's see it. I don't think he's going to. He might.
I don't think he is either. It's only.
I think one of these guys are going to take him.
I think so.
I do.
Too. After your Chris Carson pick, we got CeeDee Lamb going in the 3-3. Then Keenan Allen. Wow. Terry McLaurin as the next receiver, but between them went DeAndre Swift and J.K. Dobbins going at the 5 and 6 in the third round. Mark Andrews rounding out the third 3-8. And it does look like David Montgomery will fall to me. I am going to take him quickly. Ooh, wow. Yeah, and then, ooh.
You're set up. You might not go 0 RB at all.
I'm not. Wow. Wow here. Wow. I'm looking at Miles Sanders and Myles Gaskin right now.
Come on.
I think I'm going to go for the safety and just go Sanders.
Oh, my God. That's disgusting.
He's got the opportunity. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it.
I just bumped my head on the helmet. Yeah, it is. I forgot this big ass helmet's here now.
Oh, yeah. But no, I'm going Miles Sanders right there. And that's mainly because Darrell Henderson's right behind him. He's already banged up in practice with a hurt hand. And if that's more to come, then it's going to be scary. Miles Sanders could have a very solid role. It's all up to him. He's kind of going to be a boom or bust. If he goes out and performs at the beginning part of the season, he's going to be a baller. If they continue to feed him, especially if Jalen Hurts is there and he's not throwing the ball very well.
To be honest, I don't even think it's his. I don't think it's him that is the issue or the cause of it. I think it's the coaching. I think it's the coaching. I mean, he's never carried more than 200. He's never had more than 200 rushing attempts in his career.
He was on pace last year. He only played 12 games.
Hey, he has never had over 200 rushing attempts.
It's, he'll be fine. Excuse my dog. He is a little fearful of thunder, and living in Florida, we get these afternoon thunderstorms.
Oh boy. So let's recap round 3 real quick. Or let's go from 2 to 3 because I don't think we hit the back end of 3. So first pick of 2, it went Mixon, Devontae Adams to John, Antonio Gibson, Najee Harris, CEH, Stephon Diggs, D-Hop, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley. Back-to-back tight ends here. It went George Kittle and Darren Waller to myself. A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson in the 3rd. He's the first pick of the 3rd. Chris Carson to myself at the 3-2. CeeDee Lamb, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift, J.K. Dobbins, Terry McLaurin, Mark Andrews, Allen Robinson, Mike Evans, David Montgomery to John. Fell all the way there. Good pickup there. Patrick Mahomes, our first quarterback off the board at the 12th spot in the 3rd round. So great. Good round. Good. I mean, people are flying off places. I mean, it's crazy. John, thank you for not taking Myles Gaskin because I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him right here.
You can take him.
I'm going to take him. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I like him there a lot more than where I was. And as my 3rd running back, I like him a lot more.
Yes. I like how, yeah. Now,
if it was my 3rd running back, I would have taken Gaskin over Sanders on upside. But I need a little bit of possible security. At least Sanders will have a floor.
I think Gaskin's going to have a floor too, to be honest. I really do.
I think there's a I think it's going to be a multi-headed backfield, and it's
It's
going to be a
not.
hot hand. Ooh.
It's not. I'm telling you. They'll bring Malcolm Brown in for the like goal line stuff for sure.
Touchdowns.
But Myles Gaskin doesn't survive off that. His pass catching ability, his bigger plays, his yards, his longer touchdowns. That's where he generates his stuff. And wow, AJ Brown owns Julio Jones as well. How do you like that?
I do not like that at all.
I don't like that at all.
No, not that early.
No.
Ooh, and then grabs Mike Davis right after it. Only problem with Mike Davis, I just actually did my round 5 breakdown, and then after we uploaded it, they actually went and signed Deonta Foreman, which obviously not a name that's going to be taking a lot of touches away, but some of that could be taking there's some of the red zone work away because he is a bigger, bulkier back that could be used in that goal line situation. Mike Davis, I don't know. I was giving my Mike Davis a little bit of hype in the video, but
All right, I'm sitting here. I hate DJ Moore. Sorry to interrupt. I hate DJ Moore. I'm not taking him. I'm down to 2 running backs, I think, and I'm gonna take Kareem Hunt, solidify my running backs, and now I can just stack up on late round receivers, kind of punting the position.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're going super heavy.
Yeah, I am. I really am. I just got a big FU from a couple people. So
Okay.
I mean, hi. I talk about it in one of my draft strategies, or my draft, the best draft strategy video. I'm a big time believer in heavy running back. I got my early tight end, and it's all right. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I kind of like my team. And I think if I can hit on some late round receivers, some guys who are kind of being slept on, I think the team will be fire.
Could be an interesting team. Could be. I don't know. I mean, Hunt this late obviously is a lot better. Some early parts of the season, he was going as like a early running back 2, or part of the offseason in drafts. So I kind of, in the back of my mind, have just been pushing him off. I've been super interested in him. I do think he's going to have, like, obviously that role, but I'm more worried about how big that role and how many big games to where he's actually worth rostering and putting on this starting lineup. But he is a really good safety pick. After that went DJ Moore. Obviously, your disdain for him is growing week in and week out.
Yes.
And then Brandon Ayouk going after. Give me one moment.
It's okay. No worries. Let me run over the round 4 real quick while John takes care of his puppy. Josh Jacobs went at the 4-1. Then it went Miles Sanders to John, Tyler Lockett, Robert Woods, Chris Godwin, Darrell Henderson, Adam Thielen, Kyler Murray, Amari Cooper, Travis Etienne, Myles Gaskin to myself, Julio Jones, Mike Davis. Oh, that's 5th round. So that was the end of the 12th round. John, are you back? You're on the clock.
I'm back. No, I just got on the clock. You gotta give me a moment here. I gotta get my bearings.
Just making sure.
I'm also looking at the running back position here. I think I'm gonna wait.
Are you gonna wait?
I'm gonna wait on the running back. But interestingly enough, I think the most value I'm gonna get at this pick right now might be at the quarterback.
It might be. There's a ton of value there. End of the 5th round.
I'm not like it. None of these wide receivers are really jumping off the board to me, especially as a wide receiver. Oh, I got no time. I'm just gonna go running back. Change my mind. I'm gonna go Javonte.
Nice. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. If he fell back to me, if, I would consider taking him. And I know there'd be 5 running backs, and that's kind of crazy, but I would have considered taking him because I just don't like the wide receiver position. I guess that's my issue.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it is. It really is. So it's all good though.
Man, I'm not liking these receivers. Boy, oh boy.
And John, this is the point in the draft where when we talk about quote unquote reaching, going to get your guy or whatever you want to call it, this is where it comes into play.
Absolutely.
In the first couple rounds, you can reach a little bit, and it's really not reaching. The first 3 rounds, anybody could go anywhere at the end of the day. I mean, first round's pretty solidified, first like 10 picks or so, but really at the end of the day, anybody could go anywhere. But when you're in I'd say from the 4th to the 5th round and on, people are going to reach, people are going to go get their players. So you got to do the same. You got to make sure you do the same.
Absolutely. There's a name I am not leaving this draft without. Actually, 2.
I know who it is.
You think you do?
Oh, I know it is. All right, let's recap the 5th round while everybody's picking. Mike Davis went to 5-1. I picked up Kareem Hunt, my 4th running back. DJ Moore, Brandon Ayouk, Kyle Pitts, Josh Allen, our 3rd quarterback. Cooper Kupp, Lamar Jackson, Rob Street stacked Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews. Nice stack there. Deontay Johnson, T. Higgins, Javonte Williams to John, and Odell Beckham went in the 5th round. The end of the 5th round. You like it?
I do. Man. Just planning out my draft board here. Mike, what are you thinking right now? You're looking at the receivers. You're probably
I am.
Probably digging deep.
Partially. There's one that sticks out to me for sure. I'm grabbing. So long as he falls to me. Let's see if Brad picks him or not. I love that I think is gonna break onto the scene, and he's going undervalued. He's undervalued. And then there's another one that I might take just because. All right. So yeah, he did not just because if I take him, I'll let you know. So first of all, I'm taking Jerry Jeudy. I think he's a great receiver. I think he's going to have a good year. Even with Cortland Sutton back, I like him. So I'm really hoping that Bridgewater is the quarterback. Now, let me just say this. Here's where I'm thinking. Michael Thomas is still on the board. in the 7th round. I could grab him, and if it plays out, then my team is set.
Yeah. No.
So I grab Michael Thomas. Yes, I can always come back and grab somebody who's going to perform like Deebo Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Curtis Samuel. But if at the end of the day, if Michael Thomas is on the field, whether he's traded or not, and he performs even as a high-end wide receiver too, I mean, I'm happy. I've got my upside. So, I mean, think about it. A couple weeks ago, he was going in the 3rd round.
I think you're well, yeah, he could be missing up to half the season, if not more.
Could be, or he could be playing like week 2.
If you're gonna take a shot on him, this is the time to do it.
Exactly.
I'm only wincing because he's your second receiver on the team. You're not going to be able to start him for a majority of the season. Yeah, you're not picking again for 22 picks. You still need to go with the late round quarterback, and those are going to start going off the board pretty quickly. I feel like you're losing the first couple weeks until Michael Thomas comes back.
I don't think so, because honestly, there are plenty of fillers out there. at the end of the draft that I can fill in on my wide receiver spot. I'm obviously going to be putting a running back in my flex spot. Okay. And I've got, I'd say, one for sure, a top 3 running back, and 2, actually 3 really running backs who could finish the weeks as running back ones. Okay. So I'm going to be playing them, 3 of them at some point in my flex spot and in my running back spot. All I need is my wide receivers to have, good weeks, running wide receiver 2 weeks or so. I'm not going to be, it's kind of like going 0 RB. If I'm going to be filling my wide receiver or my flex role with my wide receivers, and I only need my running backs to be running back 2s, at best.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
I'm just saying, if Mike Thomas pans out, it's great.
It could work. It could work.
And that's why I took a shot on him. 7th round. I mean, it's kind of, he wasn't going to fall past that. So it's like, why not take the shot? Especially when there's other receivers out there that I can grab that will put up wide receiver 2 numbers. Maybe not week in and week out, but I can find a combination that will. You feel me?
I feel you, Mike. You do you, bud.
I'm doing me.
I would have needed some security on that roster.
I'm doing me. All right.
Especially with Judy being another questionable pick, depending on the quarterback situation there too.
There's also going to be some security. Let's just pray he falls. All right. So we did round 5. Let's go over round 6. TJ Hawkinson at 6'1". John Stump went DJ Chark at 6'2". Chase Claypool, Dak Prescott, Juju Smith-Schuster, Justin Herbert, Robbie Anderson, Kenny Golladay, David Johnson, which is crazy because we talked about it earlier in the news. He's not even the number 1 running back there in that offense. Damian Harris, I picked up Jerry Jeudy and then Jamar Chase. We just finished round 7, so I might as well go over that. Raheem Mostert at the 7-1. Michael Thomas at the 7-2. Tom Brady, the man himself. Dang it, John, you son of a bee. You took my guy. Now I'm screwed. No, I'm not screwed. Tom Brady, Chase Edmonds, Melvin Gordon, James Robinson, Rojo, Tyler Boyd, Trey Sermon, Deebo Samuel, Michael Carter, and Curtis Samuel. And by the sounds of it, I wasn't going to see Antonio Brown anyway. So
no, it does not seem like it. Which it's
because everybody is saying, "Oh, yeah." So it's all right though.
The 8th round. That means with as many people in this draft that were ready to pick him up, his ADP right now should be in the 8th round. So expect him to be going there if you're targeting Antonio Brown in a half-point league right now. His ADP was pushing him all the way down to the 9th. So if you're grabbing him and you really, really want him, you got to get him at the end of the 7th.
Yeah, end of the 7th is a great spot. I mean, anywhere in the 7th, I'd be comfortable with taking them. Tyler Boyd, Deebo Samuel, Curtis Samuel all went there. I have Antonio Brown finishing ahead of all of them. So I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, how are you liking these teams so far? Who has your favorite team?
Well, mine, obviously.
Okay, other than yours. I would say you're pushing for the toilet bowl.
I'd be 100% down to do like a head-to-head with these rosters for week 1 if you want.
Half my team's not even going to play.
Exactly.
Actually, only one of my players is going to play, and I would do that for sure. Let's do
it. So, if I'm shit talking right now and I'm wrong, we can.
Two of your running backs aren't going to play.
That's fine. I only need 2 to play.
That's true. It is true. Well, yeah, definitely. Let's do that. Why not?
I do like my team. I honestly, and it's funny. I really like the computer team 12 over here. Really picked up some nice ones.
Stack Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes.
And I am going to point out that Team 5 grabbing Nick Chubb and then DK Metcalf a little bit ahead of their ADPs rounded their team out really nice. DeAndre Swift, then Kyle Pitts and Kyler Murray, grabbing Kenny Golladay as a second wide receiver, which if you receiver 2 numbers from him, that's about what you would expect if he is anything in New York. But then they blew the bucket again, going Melvin Gordon and Leonard Fournette.
Did you say they blew the butt?
Blew the bucket. I do like let's see, anyone I'm really, really happy with.
Damn, Rob just stacked Lamar and Russell Wilson. Oy vey, Rob.
Okay.
Oy vey.
I mean, hey.
I do like 1X Champions roster. I will say that. He just picked up James Conner. Like that a lot.
I do like James Conner.
So I'm gonna grab let's see. I'm up on the clock now. Do I want to go? I'm not going quarterback yet. I might go back to back. You know what? It's half PPR. I'm gonna go floor. I'm gonna go somebody who will solidify, give me wide receiver 2 numbers. Jarvis Landry. Give me it. Safe. Let's go. Oh my gosh. If Myers takes Tannehill, he is begging them to be good.
The Tennessee train.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
and then
all or nothing.
There's one I'm right now. I am going back and forth in my head on who I want. I think I know who I'm going to take. It's going to be a wide receiver. Shocker.
Is it going to be Mike Williams?
No, actually, it might not be. Might not. Frickin' A. No, it's not. He took Laviska. He took Laviska. So now I am going to grab. I'm going to grab Darnell Mooney. Here it is. I think he's a great.
I
like him.
That.
I like him. I like him a lot. So see, I really do. I think I'm fine. I think my I'll be able to find receivers that play, you know, that can fill in my receiver position.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I was going after he took Laviska. I was either going to go Mike Williams or Matt Stafford, but looks like I'm streaming.
Streaming quarterbacks.
It's all right though. I'll get it.
There's still some quarterbacks out there that are going to give you quarterback 1 numbers some weeks.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, realistically, Matt Ryan's still sitting there.
Yep.
He hasn't finished outside of a top 12 quarterback in 4 years. I mean, Julio's gone, but that doesn't mean that there's to say that he's not going to be throwing the ball 600 times again this year.
It's true. I mean, I think you will. I think you will throw right at or just right at 600 or so, close to it. But it's going to be a good offense to own. I'm surprised you didn't grab your boy Kyle Pitts. Oh, you have Kelsey. Never mind.
I grabbed Kelsey in the first. I could have put Pitts in the flex. Might have been a better pick than Javonte actually, but I needed that running back.
All right, where do we end off? I think. All right.
We caught us up to
7. I went to 7, so let's go to 8. Right? No, actually, I don't think I did 7. All right, just in case I didn't. Raheem Mostert, Michael Thomas, Tom Brady, Chase Edmonds, Melvin Gordon, James Robinson, Rojo, Tyler Boyd, Trey Sermon, Deebo Samuel, Michael Carter, Curtis Samuel. After reading it, I definitely did. 8th round, Cortland Sutton, Antonio Brown, John, you son of a... Aaron Rodgers, Dallas Goedert, Russell Wilson, Brandon Cooks, Mike Gesicki, Leonard Fournette, James Conner, great late round grab. But he did stack Chase Edmonds and James Conner. So now that I look at that, I don't like that team. And he has David Johnson.
Okay, so I actually don't mind stacking the 2 of them, especially late in the draft. And part of that's becoming Chase Edmond has been taking most of the first team reps, and he is going to be the primary pass catching back there. If he does do good, you could have a guy that gets enough touches to be a running back one some weeks. If he's not, then James Conner is going to be sniping all those, vulturing all those touchdowns and getting a strong work in that straight rushing game. And you're hedging your bet there, especially because he grabbed David Johnson, who's not going to be doing much. He had to take a shot on one of them.
True. I guess. I mean, yeah, that's one way to look at it. But after James Conner went Devontae Smith, Jarvis Landry to myself, and then Ryan Tannehill. Team one, literally, Myers has Ryan Tannehill, Julio Jones, and A.J. Brown. That's a lot for me. That's a lot. Amon-Ra St. Brown, is that the guy who you were not going to leave this draft with, John?
No, actually.
Yes,
it is.
The
guy you thought it was. No, it's actually not. He's just the last wide receiver I'm going to be taking in the draft, I believe.
Well, I can guarantee you,
I actually want disappears.
If he's going to. If it's Tua, he's going to disappear at the 11-2.
Do it to me.
11
Don't
Tua.
do it to me.
11 Tua, baby.
I wore the jersey.
I know, and I'm taking him. You should have took him.
Got his bobblehead. We're here.
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I'm tilting.
You're tilting?
I'm tilting. I don't know what to do now. You sure? Man, Trevor Lawrence is there. Brand new head coach, Urban Meyer, the quarterback guru himself.
Yep. Keep telling me.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Guy finishes a top 5 quarterback last season.
You're right.
Don't do it to me, Mike.
I'm doing it.
Zach Wilson.
I'm doing it.
No, actually, the guy I said I wasn't going to be leaving the draft without was actually going to be Elijah Moore, but I made a mistake and took the wrong running back in the 7th round.
Don't tell me that, because I was just messing with you. I was going to take Elijah Moore here. You shouldn't have said anything, dude. Now I feel bad.
No, it's fine. Take him.
Nope.
Do your thing.
Not going to take him. Not going to take him.
No. Sorry. Grab the other guy you like right there. I know you see his name. We talked about him yesterday.
There's 2 guys I like. Yeah.
Think about it for like 35 more seconds.
Yeah, I got 20 seconds. Let's see. Or do I just want to grab my quarterback? Maybe grab. You know what? This is what I'll do. This is what I'll just go.
Going late.
Let's grab Burrow.
Go Burrow and then Elijah Moore.
I'm gonna go Burrow and. No, I'm gonna go Burrow and. I know who I'm grabbing, and it's not gonna be Elijah Moore, and it's not gonna be Tua. I thought about grabbing Tua, but if he falls to me at 12-11, I'll grab him. But
I'm actually probably not going to be taking him in this draft. I don't have enough depth in my skill positions.
Yeah, I'm not. Kenyon Drake, that's a pretty good late round grab. Oh man, let's see. You know who I'm gonna grab?
Who are you grabbing?
Philip Lindsay.
I just clicked him. I just clicked his name, little checklist next to him. I was looking at that. We mentioned it earlier in our news. He is listed as a co-starter with Mark Ingram ahead of David Johnson on the depth chart at the moment. So I like that. Kind of like that a lot.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually looking at Jamal Williams right now.
Nice. Solid. Like I said, DeAndre Swift has been missing a ton of camp. So
has been missing a ton of camp. Jamal Williams hasn't been, heavily involved every week in his time in it, but did have weeks where he really balled out. And if DeAndre Swift misses time, he's going to have a role. I think that might be where I'm headed here. I'm looking at the running backs. I'd like another solid running back, but I'm not seeing anyone that shouts solidity, upside. What are you thinking, Mike?
For you?
For just in general.
In general, I'm just going upside. Hopefully my guy makes it to me. If he does, I'll be excited. If not, it is what it is. Let's tell you what happened in the 9th and 10th round. Laviska Shenault, Darnell Mooney to myself, Mike Williams, Robert Tunyon, Noah Fant, Michael Gallup, Irv Smith, Malcolm Brown, Marquise Brown, Will Fuller, Trey Lance. Trey Lance went before Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford went next. And then Jalen Hurts all the way at the 9-12. Might consider him there. In the 10th round, it goes Zach Moss, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Adam Troutman, great late round tight end, Tony Pollard, Marvin Jones, Gus Edwards, The Bus, Gronk, Jalen Waddle, Matt Ryan, AJ Dillon, and I picked up Joe Burrow, then Kenyon Drake. Following that, Tyler Higbee, Phillip Lindsay, Henry Ruggs, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Luscious Locks, Michael Pittman, Devin Singletary, Logan Thomas, and Corey Davis, Naeem Hines, Elijah Moore to John at the 11-11, and Rashad Bateman at the 11-12. Dang it, Russell Gage is gone. I'm sad.
You've got the look at that receiving core though, Mike. You've got 4 guys that should be finishing, all of them as a wide receiver 2, maybe a wide receiver 3 by the end of the year. You're fine. You don't even need another receiver.
I don't. I might. I don't know. We'll see.
It's your time to take your shot on that one guy that no one's going to be drafting and you don't want to be fighting the waivers for.
All right, here we go.
You looking for a recommendation?
Yeah, give me a recommendation, John. Let me see if we're on the same page.
Nico Collins.
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm grabbing Kadarius Toney.
Okay, I like that one too.
I like Nico though. I do like. He's the only guy there.
6'4", runs a 4.22.
Also, and I know everybody calls me crazy. But AJ Green's still there. I know he's a little washed, but grabbing him literally last is just beautiful. You know, he's going to be the team's wide receiver 2. Rondale Moore is going ahead of him, which is crazy to me. He's clearly the wide receiver 2 there. So I'm grabbing Kadarius Toney as a late round flyer with the Kenny Golladay issues and everything like that. So,
all right.
Yeah, that was. All right. So let's recap round 12. Jamal Williams, Tua, John got his guys, both Elijah and Tua, Madison, Russell Gage, that some of Devontae Parker, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Baker Mayfield, Nelson Aguilar, Hunter Henry, Cole Beasley, Kadarius Toney to myself, and then Jonnu Smith. He's the last guy. So, Mr. Was it not unlimited? Irrelevant. That's Russell Wilson. Mr. Irrelevant. John, go over your team real quick. Give him who you got.
All right, guys. So I was able to grab Travis Kelce, Devontae Adams, David Montgomery, Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams, DJ Chark, Michael Carter, Antonio Brown, Matt Stafford, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Elijah Moore, and Tua Tagovailoa. It's championship team. I've got tradable.
Second place. I would say second place.
You think Team 12's winning it?
No, Team 2. And Team 2, which is myself, consists of Joe Burrow, Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Thomas, Darren Waller, Myles Gaskin, Kareem Hunt, Jarvis Landry, Darnell Mooney, Phillip Lindsay, and Kadarius Toney. John, if you could do anything differently, what would you have done?
I would not have drafted Michael Carter, and I would have taken someone probably like James Conner or another running back that went a little bit later and grabbed a different receiver around there. Just I don't know. I didn't mean to click his name. He was a mistake pick, and if I could do anything, that'd be it.
So I guess my only thing, maybe taking a wide receiver a little earlier. I kind of like I really do like where my team is sitting. Michael Thomas is a long shot. Obviously, he's probably going to ride my bench for a while. I knew that taking him, but I'm taking him in the 7th round, and I'm taking him as that long shot. So if it works out, it works out. If not, then he's just a guy on my bench. But I like my young talent. I like Darnell Mooney, and I like Jerry Jeudy this year. Those two guys, and then I like the floor Jarvis Landry. So I mean, maybe instead of taking Chris Carson in the 2nd, grabbing like CeeDee Lamb there or Keenan Allen. Yeah, and so really solidifying that. Probably Keenan Allen to give me that definite wide receiver 1 number, and don't get me wrong, I think that CeeDee Lamb's going to have a great year and all, but I think that CD's a little I think Keenan's a little safer. So probably instead of Chris Carson, go Keenan Allen there. If I knew I was going to be able to get Gaskin and Hunt that late, I honestly thought that Gaskin would be gone by the middle of the 4th. So, but hey, that's why we do this.
Yeah. I had a really great time. Just want to say thank everyone that joined out of that podcast, coming out of our Discord, as well as some other fans from the show. If you guys are interested in possibly getting into one of our other mock drafts that we will be having coming up before the start of the season, make sure you guys join our Discord link. That's going to be in the episode description down below. You can get into a community with guys like this and possibly build your own leagues with them. All great guys, all ready to play, and apparently pretty good drafters.
Yep, it's truth. It's the truth. All right, guys, thanks so much. Don't forget, like John said, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell, just so you know when the new videos come out. If you're listening to us via podcast, remember to rate and review. Also, join our Discord. We love it. It's a great time. All right, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you next time. We love you. Mwah.